Testing, testing. Wait, what? Okay, I think I'm gonna erase somewhere. Wait a second. I'm gonna fix this. Um, I will retire. I will retire. I think the game thought that I was playing and decided to put me on Aston Martin. So I will retire. Hopefully I don't mess. Formation lap, I'm in the last place. Yeah, okay, so here I'm gonna wait for the game to start. Damn it. Settings. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the AI to put my car in place. Unfortunately, we will not be able to see the beginning of the race. I really thought as soon as I joined I was gonna be a spectator all along, and the game decided to give me a car. So sorry for that, guys, and I will try to start commentating as soon as possible. Meanwhile, we're gonna miss the beginning of the race. I think it's God Palmer who is in first place. Oh, we can see that. Yeah, God Palmer will start in first, then John, then Max, then Godfather, Bag of Donuts, Ernest, Chris, Brady, Chewy, Fire, Robert, Larov, Crescent, Topox, Tom Tom. So we have 15 people racing today. And we will really, I think I'm gonna need a lap to get all the things ready to start commentating. So anything crazy on the first lap, it will be interesting. Okay, so I think I'm fucking everybody's race. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for that. the AI is the one who decided to. So sorry for the people in the front row, because your tires are gonna be cold because of me. Retire from session. There it is. No, I can't retire now. My AI will start. Hopefully, will not try anything crazy. There it is. I retire from session. There it is. Fuck! But because I retire here, there it is. Okay. So Godfather is there in first place. Godfather. This was a bit crazy. Sorry. And detail. Position change. So we already have Godfather and Bag of Donuts getting one place, Brady getting 3 places, Max losing 3 places on the first time, on the first lap, probably in the first few corners. We were unable to see what happened there. And you will have to forgive my PS, it's making sounds all over the place. And if you can pick that on the broadcast, I apologize. Then I was unable to see quali, so I really don't know who has the best pace. We need to see the tires, how are we starting tires. So everybody starts with soft, except for Rover, Topox, and TomTom. Okay, so then we have Godfather, Bag of Donuts, Ernest, Brady, Max, Chewy, Fire, Rover, Topox, LaRock, Crescent, TomTom, Quick Plus, and that is it. Yeah, my car is not anywhere to be seen. Good, good, good. Let's get in commentating. We start. Godfather and John getting stick close to Godfather, and John close to God Palmer. Then Bag of Donuts also close to Godfather. What else we have? Max going down a lot of places. Now it's in 7th place. That is a bit crazy. That is not very common for Max. I don't know what's going on there. We have yellow flag somewhere, and it seems that yeah, Max is having some trouble. John is the one having the problems and trying to recover, which gives Godfather and Bag of Donuts a very good opportunity. We have Max now going all the way back to 5th place. Still needs to recover from losing 2 places at the beginning of the race. Oh, what happened there? What happened there? A bit crazy what happened for Max, and Max is now all the way down to 13 and is able to recover. Yes, it is. I think he was fighting with somebody, and that is gonna be very bad for Max. I don't know if he has some damage. If he does, he will have to go into the pits and take care of a front wing. Let's go to the front runners. We have God Palmer still in 1st place, solid. Godfather, Bag of Donuts. Chewy pretty close to Fire. Let's see what Chewy can do here. Staying close to Fire. Going in. Really trying to get into Fire, and now that I think the race. Oh, what happened there? Chewy, what happened? I think Chewy lost the car. He lost the car, then I think was a bit of contact, and now is down to 12th place. Meanwhile, Max really suffering from that incident that he had previously. So LaRock pretty close to Rover with DRS. The 2 Red Bulls getting pretty close to each other. Are they gonna follow, or is Larov gonna try to make a move into his teammate? Let's stay with them for a while. So let's talk a little bit about the circuit, because we were unable to do that in the formation lap. And we have a safety car. Yeah, it seems that we have a safety car. I just see white all over the track. So I think Brady lost something, and we can see Tonton is gonna get past Brady. Brady seems that it was in the pits where he had an issue. So yeah, we have safety car, which gives us the perfect opportunity to talk a little bit about the track. And what we have in the Circuit of Americas, which by the way is the home race for, I think, God Palmer, Bag of Donuts, and I think somebody else is from the United States of America. We have 20 corners, 3 sectors. Sector 1 is where we have the main straight, and then in Sector 2 we have another straight. I think we have several opportunities to overtake in this track. I think corner 1 is pretty good. Then Sector 2, all Sector 2, from corner 7 all the way to corner 12 is pretty good to overtake. And then in Sector 3, sometimes people make mistakes that allow other people to overtake. So I think we might see a few overtakes, more than what we have seen so far in this race. So let's see, Godfather and God Palmer going to the pits, Bag of Donuts going to the pits. What tires are they gonna pick? I think they will pick mediums. I don't think they will go for hards, assuming that we will have another safety car sometime. And yeah, mediums for God Palmer. Godfather, I think, also goes for mediums. Tires. Yeah, everybody goes for mediums, which is very good for the people who start on the mediums, Robert and Topox, because only 4 laps, and their tires are almost as new as the rest of the grid. Ernest decides to go for soft, so he will be a bit aggressive the moment we resume the race, although he gets, during a safety car, he gets the first penalty, 3-second penalty, so that's not very good for him. There it is. Godfather went into AI mode. Again, that is forbidden in this league. Please guys, try to follow that rule whenever it's possible. Now let's talk about a little bit about the league, because we have only 3 races remaining, which is pretty interesting, because our leader, Bag of Donuts, has only a 27 gap, which means that if he wins today, he will have the title, because that will mean, actually no, he will have to win and get the fastest lap to win the title. Anything less than that will push probably John or Max into the points. Where is John? John is pretty far in number 11, so we need to make numbers during the race. We need to make numbers, because maybe a good position for Bag of Donuts will give him the title today. Only three races left. So we also need to have our point system somewhere. So today you're gonna hear me less, because we'll have a lot of tabs open in my computer to keep track and making numbers, and my calculator will be pretty close. So yeah, I think the closest person who is to Bag of Donuts is John, 27 points behind, Max, 30 points behind, and I think they are the main contenders. They are the main contenders. Like, then we have Ernest with 52, and I think that is not an option. Maybe mathematically it is. I'm not making the numbers right now, but we might see probably Bag of Donuts getting the title today. I'm not gonna make the numbers of what's the minimum he needs compared to John. I thought God Palmer was in the mix, but I think he missed few races and sent him back to 67 points behind Bag. That's a bit crazy. So we basically need to see Max, John, and Bag of Donuts. But for now, we are gonna resume the race because safety car is in this lap. And Robert Vega and Topox are leading the pack somehow. They have their tires for 5 laps. The rest it shows at 0 laps, but I think they might have done 1 lap at least. Maybe not. No, it's 0 laps. It's correct because they are gonna start with 1 lap completed. So this is fine. Okay. So let's see how Robert goes into this, and I think Bag of Donuts, he needs to be not many risks, but as high as he can be, because that incident that John had is very good for him. The race has been resumed, and it seems that everybody has a very good start. Actually, Bag of Donuts is a bit behind from Godfather, so maybe he didn't have an amazing restart. Then we see John going a bit attacking people. John knowing that he needs to climb a lot of places. He needs to recover a lot of positions in order to still be in contention in this league. Then we have Topox. God Palmer, pretty close to Topox. Maybe he's gonna make a move right now. ERS was open and he makes the move. It sticks pretty clean, pretty good, and God Palmer recovers 2nd place. He was in 1st place when the safety car came, but Robert and Topox decided to stay out. That's why he was in 3rd, and now we're running in 2nd, trying to get close to the lead again. Then we have Godfather and Topox having a bit of a mix there. Who's gonna come on top? It seems that it's Topox. Godfather backs out. Then Ernest and Bag of Donuts also have an incident there, and Bag of Donuts goes all the way down to 6 because Ernest made the move and decided to stick. Everybody attacking Bag of Donuts. They don't want the championship to be decided today. You know, they want the drama for the last races. And Ernest actually and Topox fighting right now. Who's gonna come on top? And it seems that it's gonna be Topox for now. Ernest pretty close. He has the inside of this corner, which is actually the best place to be. And it seems that it was pretty clean. I think Topox went out of track a little bit and gives Bag of Donuts the opportunity to overtake him. I don't know if he was pushed by Ernest or not, but the result is that Bag of Donuts is back in 5th place. Meanwhile, I think Robert is an amazing driver, so he will hold to the lead maybe for a few laps. Now that God Palmer actually is making the move and saying no, he won't. And yeah, unfortunately Robert Vega gets out of the track, but rejoins safely, and God Palmer gets the position. Bag of Donuts pretty close. We have a problem with somebody. Crescent, I think Crescent just lost the car. And we have virtual safety car. The cars need to slow down, but we don't have the safety, actually full safety car. I think we have full safety car now. It seems that way, and yeah, I see the car going out of the pits. So it was virtual, then got changed to full safety car. Ernest decided to resume the race in softs was very good for him. And it seems that his tires might get a bit cold during the safety car, but if he is able to, put a bit of energy when the race resumes, he might be in a very good position to attack maybe 2 more places than back of Donuts staying behind. Let's play some games. Okay, so Robert decides to pit. Yeah, after losing few places, I think was the smart thing to do. Was he gonna go with hards? No, with softs. So again, a lot of people thinking that they might have the chance to, to have more than these 2 safety cars. Maybe we have 1 more or 2 more. So everybody goes to the same position that they were. Maybe not everybody, but at least God Palmer and Godfather, they go back to first and second place. We have a 5-second penalty for Laro for ignoring a yellow flag. So maybe he overtook somebody during safety car or something similar. John all the way down to 12. So sorry for John. Meanwhile, Max in 6th place. So this way, I'm gonna start to make numbers, guys. I have to make numbers. So give me a second because I need to find a bloody pen. Meanwhile, safety car is allowing me to do things. Max going down a few places. I don't know why. We still have safety car and he's not in his lap yet. So we need to make numbers. This can be championship deciding race. So we have to make numbers. So back of Donuts with 179. After this race, we'll have a total of 52 points possible, which means that back of Donuts with 79, John with 152. So currently, the way it stands, it will give back of Donuts 12 points only, and John will be out of the points, which means that it will be 191 minus 152, 39 points. It will not be enough. So back of Donuts needs to win the race, and if he wins the race and gets fastest lap, 179 times 26, it's 205. $205 minus 152, 53. So basically that is it. Like no points or 1 point. No points, actually no points for John is and the championship and the win for back of Donuts, it's what will decide the championship today. So it's not as clean or as clear for back of Donuts, I think anything less than that will still give at least John the opportunity for more races to come. But it's good to know. It's good to know that there's a small opportunity. And when I say a small opportunity, it's just because Back of Donuts is running in 4th, and I really don't think John will make 0 points today. So we have another safety car in this lap. We're gonna resume the race. God Palmer goes, resumes pretty good. Then Godfather, Ernest, Back of Donuts, and we have Max going down, and a bit of a TomTom and Max going into it. Max is gonna dive, definitely. He has the inside, and TomTom exits the track, but rejoins and stays in position. Godfather trying to get close to God Palmer. Then Fire losing, Back of Donuts losing a bit of time, and actually 1.2 seconds, 1.3 seconds, 1.4. He's a bit slow compared to the rest of the field, at least the rest of the leaders. Meanwhile, John, he needs to pick some places. He needs the points. He really needs the points. If Back of Donuts is having a not perfect race, he needs the points. God Palmer in first place, then Godfather. Pretty close. Ernest also closing into Godfather. Quick Plus might be closing into Max. Let's see. Max closing it. Yeah, so Max closing into, there is Robert, the one who made the move. And then also Top Box might want to make the move. TomTom and Max trying something, and Craig just going back. I think in the middle field we have some race. Goes out of the track, Crit Plus, and John goes into 10th place. Meanwhile, Ernest getting pretty close to Godfather. Let's see what he can do in the next few laps. I think, do we have DRS now? I haven't seen it has been enabled yet, but if we do, he will have a very good opportunity. We might see a few time penalties. Now he just lost the time. Meanwhile, Robert and Tom having a bit of a fight. Pretty good, pretty chill. Topox also decides to join the party, and Robert, he might go a bit defensive there. We see a bit of touch. I think it was Chewy and Robert. They had a small touch incident, and sends Robert back to 11th place. Godfather getting pretty close to God Palmer. He needs to be in his DRS when needed. Back of Donuts, a bit far from the leaders, so he needs to pick up the pace. DRS enabled in this lap, so we're gonna start to see few movements in the lead. Topox and TomTom fighting. We're gonna stay for now with Godfather. Actually, let's go with TomTom and Topox because they have been having, and Chewy also is there in the mix. So now it's TomTom, Chewy, and Topox, the ones who are having the middle field fight. There they are. Still not a train yet because they are pretty close and they are actually attacking. And we might see a train later, so you need to make the move right now so you don't get stuck when the train starts to pop. We have a lot of people. Oh, what happened there? And it's Topox and Chewy. Topox, he is able to rejoin. Chewy also had a bit of a problem, and Do we have safety car? No, we don't have safety cars. For now, Robert and TomTom fighting. I think the battle in the middle field is pretty cool. Pretty good. We have a lot of corners in this track, and that allows us for a lot of battles. Meanwhile, Ernest getting pretty close to Godfather. Is he gonna make the move for second place here? Not this time, because I think Godfather also has DRS from God Palmer, and that helped him a little bit, and that is not good for back of Donuts. But somebody who has been recovering is John, now running in 7th place. So definitely we will not see the championship decided today. We'll have to wait at least one more week. Back of Donuts in 4th, God Palmer. We haven't mentioned him a lot. I think he's controlling the race pretty chill. This is his home race. He wants to win his home race. Then Godfather and Ernest fighting. I don't see... No, both have DRS. We have a yellow flag for TomTom, I think it is. I think TomTom has a problem, but we need to stay with Ernest because he's pretty close to... Ernest is pretty close to him. And he is pretty close to Godfather, so this is the battle. I think first, second and third place are still to be defined in this race. Even if we don't have safety cars, these three are staying pretty close to each other, but Ernest at some point will start losing his tire and he will have to pit. So I don't know how long he can handle the two leaders. Still getting pretty close and trying to make a move as soon as possible. And they are just flying. Back of Donuts now 5 seconds behind. Then we have... I think there was a problem with Robert. I was unable to see. Max collecting penalties. We will look at the penalties in a few. We are in the middle of the race. Right now we have reached 15 laps of 28. Yellow flag for TomTom. TomTom just DNF. Unfortunate for him. Chewy just also DNF. What happened there? We were unable to see. So did Chewy retire on the pits? I think Chewy retired on the pits. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. And we have a safety car because something else that we were unable to see. I don't know why Chewy retired. Interesting. Maybe he will let us know in the Discord. So who's gonna pit? Who is gonna pit? Ernest, it's the opportunity for you to pit, definitely. Maybe everybody wants to pit, and yeah, we see that God Palmer goes into the pits, Godfather goes into the pits, Ernest goes into the pits back. You have to go into the pits as well. Fire goes into the pits as well. Max into the pits. Everybody. Maybe John will stay out. Maybe John will stay out, and that means that John will be the leader of the race the moment we resume the race. John, from being in the last places, maybe last place at some point, he will now restart the race leading it. Medium tire, 6 laps old, is not that bad. It's really not that bad for somebody who's trying to recover. Maybe he will suffer at the end of the race, but definitely this gives him the opportunity to get a lot of points, and I don't know if the win, but at least the opportunity. And he didn't have the opportunity prior to this safety car. Now he does. And this will make the championship very interesting and very tasty. Let's see. Because everybody pitted, that means that almost everybody is in the same place. Back of Donuts decided to put a set of salts, and I think it's the right move because the mediums were not working for him. They were not working for him. few people are deciding to go into softs. I really don't know if a soft tire will last the entire of the race. I think people are also betting for another safety car, and I think we will have a safety car because this track, for what we have seen, it's a fun track. You can attack a lot, and because of that, sometimes we will have a lot of incidents. Meanwhile, safety cars. So let's check a little bit in the Discord if somebody has mentioned what happened and why we have few drivers retiring. So it seems that Chewy and Topbox, I remember we saw that touch. Yeah, Chewy just said sorry to Topbox for that, but I don't know if that was the reason why Chewy retired. Okay, let's play a little bit. Let's play a little bit and see the way it is, the way things are happening right now. Let's assume that John gets the win, but doesn't get the fastest lap. So he will get 25 points. That means he will have 177 points. Ooh, that will be very tasty. Bag of Donuts with 5 in position number 5. He will get, because of that, he will get 10 points, which means 189. Ooh, that will make the championship final races very, very interesting. And got Palmer because being in second place, I don't know if that puts him in contention for the championship, but at least he's able to get few points. Max will definitely don't want to end the race in 7th place. Let's see how everybody else is doing. Ernest also, you know, might be getting few points, and he might still be a contender in the championship. God Palmer, I don't think. I mean, it depends. It really depends. We cannot discard him yet. I think mathematically he is still a contender of the title. Do we have safety car in this lap? I think we do. Yeah, they are getting their tires ready. John, he needs to have a perfect exit, a perfect restart, and try to get as far as possible from the people who have soft tires and new tires. And he resumes the race. He actually makes an amazing restart. God Palmer pretty close. Godfather also close to him. And let's see what does. Bag of Donuts getting pretty close to Ernest, and he's gonna make a move. He backs out and decides to not risk it. He needs the points. He needs to drive smart. That's what he needs to do in this race. If he's not gonna win it and John is gonna get points, then drive as smart as possible in this race. God Palmer getting pretty close to John. I think if somebody can challenge John right now is God Palmer. He's an amazing driver. And also Godfather pretty close to God Palmer. This is a three-leg battle, and God Palmer, is he gonna make the move? Crazy. We need to see. We really need to see. Okay, so there it is. Is he gonna go into the inside? Is he gonna dive? He decides not to dive, but has a very good exit, and he's gonna go around the outside. They don't touch yet, and John driving very, very good, giving the space that he needs to give, and pretty cool that one. And Godfather trying to pick the pieces if something goes wrong for the two drivers. But it seems that we live to fight another lap. Everybody, back of Donuts getting into the mix. There it is again. Uh, John had a very not good exit, but he makes the move to defend. He's gonna go into the inside. So God Palmer is gonna go all the way around the outside. Then the old switcheroo, and is he gonna make the move? Is he gonna stick it? Amazing defense from John, but also amazing control on when he has the inside. He is getting a very, very good exit. Few good exits from John on the corner, and yeah, defending pretty good from God Palmer. I think the moment DRS is enabled, he won't have a chance. God Palmer driving pretty good, not making any dives when unnecessary. Now using a bit of ERS, trying to get John. This battle is pretty interesting. Let's see who ends in the lead. And here's the thing: if God Palmer makes the move, like right now, oh no, pretty solid. But now he has the inside, and that will give him a better exit. Yeah, it does. It does. And God Palmer gets the first place for now. And then Godfather also tries to pick the pieces, and yeah, Godfather was there to take advantage of the battle in front of him. And now the two leaders are back in their place, in their position. Now DRS enabled. They didn't need DRS to attack. Now we are gonna see Ernest and Back of Donuts attacking John. And I really want to see a battle between Back of Donuts and John, our main title contenders. Are we gonna see that today? Maybe, because Back of Donuts is in a soft set of tires, new, while John is in a medium set of tires, 10 laps old. So we might see something there. Godfather, I think for now, is gonna just follow God Palmer. Ernest trying to get close to John. Back of Donuts falling a little bit behind. There it is. They're gonna make the move. Terrible camera for that, guys. He made the move. We were unable to see it because the broadcast didn't give us the right view. And John, I think John has to stay out as much as possible and wait for a new safety car. Meanwhile, Back of Donuts trying to get close to John. There is the battle that we have been waiting for. Is Back of Donuts going to attack John? I think it's a possibility. We are gonna see that. So DRS is gonna be enabled. Is he gonna use some battery? I don't think he's using battery. So he's gonna try to make the move in this one. Who's gonna take the inside? Who's gonna take the outside? Back of Donuts tries to take the outside. There is John, and John has a better exit. Yeah, he had the inside, which is the good place to be. There it is again. Back of Donuts staying pretty close to him. In this small snake-like section of the first sector, he's just gonna follow him and gonna try to attack again in the next DRS zone. He's trying to set the car. ERS, all what he can do right now is just staying in the 1 second. And there it is, DRS in a few moments. Is he gonna make the move? John doesn't have DRS. I think John doesn't have DRS. So this is the moment for Back of Donuts to make the move on John. John decides to go into the inside, forcing Back of Donuts to go out the outside, but there it is, he makes the move. He makes the move, and now he is going into Ernest. I think both were smart. I think John put a bit of defense, but he didn't risk a contact, because again, both need the points. Back of Donuts is gonna try to get into the DRS of Ernest. Meanwhile, here Godfather is gonna try to get close into God Palmer and follow him as much as possible into the next DRS zone. What else do we have? John staying in the mix again. John, he wants to have another safety car probably. Then we start to see a lot of penalties. We will see that in a second. Then Topox and Larov fighting for the last place, and yeah, that was a good fight. It's happening. I just want to make sure we don't miss anything because Back of Donuts might not have. Oh, what happened there? Huh. Somebody kind of had a little oversteer and we were unable to see. But John has DRS and Back of Donuts doesn't have DRS in this moment, so it's the perfect opportunity for John to try to stay close. Again, I think the tires will help a lot. Back of Donuts with 11 ERS. Meanwhile, John has almost 40 ERS. Back of Donuts, he needs to recover some battery in the next few laps if he wants to be able to defend or attack Ernest for the third place. Meanwhile, Godfather is still following God Palmer. God Palmer is very hard to pass. He's one of our best drivers in this league. We have a yellow flag somewhere. Yeah, the Larov and Topox, they had a bit of a contact, but they still live to fight another day. Meanwhile, Back of Donuts getting pretty close to Ernest. He's just gonna follow him, I think, unless Ernest makes a mistake and doesn't have the traction on a certain corner or a certain lap. We have another problem. I think Max just went out of the track. We were unable to see what happened there. And it seems that is not Max's day today. Which is unlucky because Max also needs the points. We have been talking we have been talking a lot about John and Back of Donuts, but the reality is that Max is also in the mix, so he needs some points. Meanwhile, Back of Donuts is trying to attack again Ernest. 0.7 of a second might not be enough, but let's see what he can do. Also, John behind has also DRS for Back of Donuts, and he just stays behind him. And it seems that the corners are not very good for Back of Donuts in this race, because on straights he's fast and he tries to get close one day, but then we have seen that he loses some time on few corners, so maybe the setup is not corner friendly for him. Who else do we have fighting for positions? For now, it's just that one. Back of Donuts going to attack Ernest. He gets 3-second penalty. I promise you we will see the penalties in a few seconds. There it is, attacking. Still, might not be enough. Ernest consuming all the battery. Ernest, oof, I think he braked a little bit early and forced Back of Donuts to reaction to that. Meanwhile, Max again going. Oh, he's changing. Probably because of the incident that he just had. He had to go into the pits and change tires. What, Palmer? That's not Palmer. That's what Palmer. Thank you. Godfather, staying close to that. Back of Donuts trying to get again into Ernest. He wants that third place. And wow, very, very interesting, because now we have 24 laps. The race went really, really fast for me, guys. And a bit of hard racing between Ernest and Back of Donuts, and we have Back of Donuts coming ahead. 24 laps, so I don't think we will see a safety car right now if we see a yellow flag, hopefully, because I really want to see how Ernest and Back of Donuts are fighting without the help of a safety car. So Back of Donuts will take third place, it seems. Meanwhile, God Palmer is just being the boss of the race. We will have, I don't know what's the nationality for Godfather, but first place and third place are gonna have podium on their home race. It seems that way. Ernest trying to recover that position. Maybe right now the medium tires will come back to life and fight those soft tires who are now 8 laps old. And actually they work really hard for Bag of Donuts to pass a couple of cars. John, he might not be happy with 5th, but he will take it. He will definitely take it because that will give him the opportunity. And he actually wants 4th place. And maybe he will want to have a go at Bag of Donuts after that. Godfather has been unable to get God Palmer even with the help of the DRS. That's not enough. And I think that is just because, again, God Palmer, he is one of the best drivers. He should be in contention for the championship, but you know, IRL he had to skip few races, and that's why he is not mathematically. I think mathematically he is, but you know, he's not pretty close to the leaders. This might put him pretty close, but I don't think will be enough, considering that Bag of Donuts will also might get a podium. Ernest trying to stay close to Bag of Donuts. John, he now is a little bit behind, 1.6 seconds, 1.5 seconds from Ernest. So, did I see somebody losing a front wing somewhere? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Meanwhile, God Palmer, Godfather, again running first and second. It seems that Ernest is gonna attack right now Bag of Donuts, and he made a move. That was pretty easy. The back has a problem with his front wing. Let me see. It doesn't show anything, so I don't know what happened there. But now he's gonna try to get the favor again, and oh, they touch just a little bit, just a little bit, and no problem there. Just he made the move, and he's back in 3rd place. God Palmer. Props to Godfather to staying close, but also, you know, he has had how many DRS opportunities and has been unable to capitalize on any of them. And it's just because the exits on those DRS moments, Godfather is pretty quick, pretty good. Ernest getting close to Bag of Donuts, and John decides to join the party. And not gonna happen anything right now. Godfather just following God Palmer. I think this won't change. Then what we have here is Ernest. Ernest might try to have one last move into Bag of Donuts, especially because of, you know, the way this race has been developing. They might be in a little bit of a battle at the end, but we are just in the 27th lap. We don't have too much in the race, and Godfather is making the move right now. Did he cut corners? Godfather makes the move, but I don't know if that was a fair move. I mean, wow, he cut a lot of that corner. I was unable to see, but it seems that he is keeping the 1st place. So amazing move there. He finally took the opportunity and went. I think God Palmer will have some opportunity to recover the position here. Let's see. God Palmer attacking, DRS open. Godfather trying to break the DRS, going into forcing God Palmer to get the outside of the corner, pretty close. Hoping for a mistake. This is pretty interesting. In the last lap, this is the moment. Godfather, God Palmer needs to set the car in the perfect place in the next DRS zone. That's the moment that he will have to overtake. We are getting close to it. One last corner and we will have DRS. Let's see how both exit this corner. There it is. Good exit for both of them. No, a little bit of oversteer for God Palmer, and that gives a lot of exit opportunity for Godfather. Is he gonna have enough time? No, he's gonna try to go around the outside. Might not be enough. A small change of pace there, but nothing there. He tried to change lines in the corner, but nothing happened. So Godfather is gonna probably take the win in an unexpected manner after being I don't know how many laps behind. He finally was able to make the move and take the position into the last corner. That is it. Godfather is gonna win. Godfather is gonna win the US Grand Prix. God Palmer first place. Oh, because of the penalties. I completely forgot about the penalties, guys. What a mess today. What a mess. But on track was Godfather the one to make the move. Penalties, we need to see them. Yeah, completely forgot about that. I was so invested in the race, I was so invested in the battles that at some point I completely forgot that yeah, the penalties also matter today. Apologies for that, but it's just because what was happening in the track was so exciting that I lose focus and decided to enjoy what was happening in track. So Back of Donuts had to go back all the way to 5th place because of the penalties. A lot of penalties for him, and because Ernest and John were behind him pretty close, he had to go all the way to 5th place. So we need to see that. We need to see the standings as soon as possible, because right now we need to see who is still in contention. Is God Palmer still in contention for the lead? Maybe not. And congratulations to God Palmer winning his home race. But also pretty good to Godfather on track, making that last overtake, that last move, pretty good. Then we have John in 3rd place. That gives very good points for the championship. Now getting closer to Back of Donuts. So this will come maybe down to the wire, down to the last race, and that's gonna be pretty cool, pretty interesting. Amazing recovery from John, by the way. And then we have Ernest, who is also in contention, so we need to see those standings. We need to see those standings to see what's gonna happen between these players. Maybe God Palmer, he still has an opportunity to win the championship. Maybe this is pretty close. The sad thing is Max today wasn't his race, in 9th place, not enough points, and that is gonna punish him. But congratulations to the podium, amazing race. Thank you guys. Hopefully I didn't mess anybody's start because of my issues in the car, but that's it. It was a good race, it was a fun race. GG to everybody and goodbye.